The Social Security Act of 1935, signed by Franklin D. Roosevelt right after the Great Depression, created a program that included social insurance programs as well as public assistance. The main goal of this new social insurance program was to solve the long-range problem of economic security for the aged through a contributory system in which the workers themselves contributed to their own future retirement benefit by making regular payments into a joint fund. At first, what was a permanent national old age pension system through the employer and employee contributions later extended to include dependents, the disabled, and other groups. Responding to the economic impact of the Great Depression, 5 million old people in the early 1930s joined nationwide Townsend Clubs promoted by Francis E. Townsend to support his program, demanding a $200 monthly pension for everyone over the age of 60. Many of the federal and state programs that provide income security to the U.S. families have their roots in the Social Security Act, the Act of 1935. This act provided for unemployment insurance, old age insurance, and means-tested welfare programs. On August 14, 1935, the U.S. Congress passed the Social Security Act, SSA. Until the 1930s, the federal social system was very rudimentary, focused on helping widows and war veterans. Some states had, however, instituted unemployment or retirement insurance. Overall, 15% of employees were insured with private pension funds. The SSA is an element of the New Deal, which President Franklin D. Roosevelt intends to mitigate the consequences of the global economic crisis, loss of jobs, and misery, to revive the economy and to reform the economic and social order. The age-old program is funded by payroll taxes, and over the ensuing decades, it contributed to a dramatic decline in poverty among the elderly, and spending on Social Security became a major part of the federal budget. The law was later amended by acts such as the Social Security Amendments of 1965, which established two major health care programs, Medicare and Medicaid. During the 1950s, those over 65 continued to have the highest poverty rate of any age group in the U.S., with the largest percentage of the nation's wealth concentrated in the hands of Americans under 35. By 2010, that figure had dramatically reversed itself, with the largest percentage of wealth being in the hands of Americans 55 to 75, and those under 45 being amongst the poorest. Elder poverty, once a normal sight, had thus become rare by the 21st century. Reflecting the continuing importance of the Social Security Act, biographer Kenneth S. Davis described the Social Security Act as the most important single piece of social legislation in all American history.